Hi there. Here's another entry in our Becoming a Savvy Reader series. Today we want to talk about using Webopac. Webopac is our online catalog, and you can use it to browse, search, reserve, renew books, and make lists. First, you need to go to fultoncountylibrary.org, and you will need your library card number and PIN in order to do some of these things. When you go to our website, down along the side here, underneath our catalog, it says underneath our calendar is our online catalog. And if you click any of these things, it will take you to our online catalog. Now, once you're there, you can see that you can log in up here at the top, but you don't have to for some of these things. And this is basically what we've got here. So, first of all, and what you may use this for the most, you can browse and search for books or other resources that our library system has. Now, searching and browsing are two slightly different things. Searching, which is what this screen is, you must put something here into the search criteria. So for instance, if you want to see what books Patterson has been coming out with, you could type in Patterson. If you leave it as a keyword, it may pull additional things, or you can put it as the author. And you can also limit the search. So for instance, if you just want to see stuff that's come out in the last 90 days, you could do that. Or if you only want stuff that's from Fulton County Library, you can restrict it that way. Or also other restrictions here is what kind of things they are, or if they're books or CDs, stuff like that. So if we hit search, then it's going to use Patterson, and it's going to say only things from Fulton County Library and only books. And from there you can see there's a whole lot. So you can go down from there and it will tell you more about each of them. So for instance, just to look at this one, 10th Anniversary is a book, and as you can see, there's multiple copies. You can get it from Coil, except that that one happens to be checked out, or it's available at Fulton County Library, Houstontown, Grove, Basehor, or there's a second copy also available at Coil. And you can see these ones are available. This one is checked out. If you wanted to, you could put a reserve on it or some other things, but we'll get to that in a minute. You can also see, for instance, here's a large print. You can see when the copyright date is, just different details like that. If you click on one of them, it will open up more details about it. So again, some of the same information that was on the front page, but also gives more information down here. Okay, so you can see that it is a mystery and it's fiction. So you'll know, for instance, if you were looking for the nonfiction book by Patterson, this isn't it. You can tell that because of this. Okay, now browse is slightly different. Browse allows you to do all this without putting something into the search criteria box. So, for instance, if you want to see all of the playaways, we can hit playaway audio, we can hit search, and you can find out what playaways are available through the library system. Okay, so again, here's something by Patterson. You can see it's available at Coil right now, and that's that. But as you can see, there are a whole lot of them. This is 20 pages, 398 results. So if you wanted to restrict it in any way, then you would need to fill out more of these boxes. But the browsing allows you to do it without putting something up here in the enter search criteria box. Something else you might want to do on our Webopac is reserve books or renew books and other information related to your account. So let's look at that. Okay, so here we are with our browsed selections, and let's say I would like to try this Playaway Audio 12th of Never. So over here, this green button, you just click Reserve Item. And it wants us to log in. And it also wants you to choose your pickup location. So this is very important to make sure that you choose your pickup location. And then you need your barcode and you need your password or PIN. If you don't know what your password or PIN is, you can contact the library and we will help you do that. So I'm going to enter those in. Okay, and you can see a reserve has been created and I am number 1 in the queue. Okay, and then you can go from there and you can reserve any number of things. You can put in more searches, hit this, and it will reserve an item. And if it's not an available item, it will put you on hold for it and you will get it when the item is returned. Now, something else we might want to do is look at our account. So here's you've got the information up above. We can get into Ancestry Library Edition here. And there's different items on loan, which we can renew. Just like that, okay? Now, if there's a hold on an item, or if you've already reached the number of renewals that you can have, it will not allow you to do that. But for some things, it will go ahead and allow you to do that. So that's a possibility. Now, down here, if you have fines, it will let you know that. And save lists, which is something we're going to work on next. And also, here's the reserves. So you can see here's this reserve that I just put, and I've decided, actually, I don't really want that one. So we're going to go ahead and cancel that. You can also see the circulation history. And there's just a lot of things like that. Now, if you need to, you can update your password and information like that. So that's all doable from your account. The last thing I want to show you that you might find useful is making lists. So here we are back with some search results, and say that maybe you want to read this, but you don't want to put a reserve on it now because you don't want to read it now. Say you want to save it for later. Over here is actions. So there's a couple of things that you can do. View details just shows you that page with all of the information on it. You can email the item, or you can save it to a list. So if we hit save to list, again, it's going to request that you put in your barcode unless you're already logged in. And I don't currently have any lists, so my only option is to save to a new list. But let's say we're just going to call this read later. I'm going to save that to my list. Okay. And we'll go ahead and do this with another one. And as you can see, I can save it to a new list, or I can save it to my read later list. So you can make any number of lists, whatever would be useful for you. Maybe you're going to be doing some teaching and you need, you're doing a couple different units. Maybe you could make a reading list for each of those. But at any rate, once you have your lists, they are accessible in your account. So back down here, here's my saved lists. I have my read later lists, or if I had another one, I would be able to access it here as well. And I can delete something, or I can view it from here. And if it brings that up, then I can reserve it or share it with people that way. I hope this has been a help. Our catalog can be used for many things. If you need help with any of this, do give us a call or email us. We'd love to hear from you. And continue using the library. We hope you become a savvy reader.